So, as anyone on this God's green earth should know, this movie called Twilight reveals today. However, I don't know if you guys know, but a bunch of little girls and teenage girls and soccer moms who wish they were teenage girls have fallen in love with this series. And the thing is that there's even guys into it. And I really tried to see what the fuss was about. I read about, the first 6 chapters or so of this book, and I couldn't continue. I just couldn't continue this flawed story, the stupidity that it flowed through. I admire every book. I admire something being written. But here's the thing, I don't admire obsession, and that's what this whole thing has turned into, a cult following, a religion, and something that should, rather be kept really small and packaged. Because whenever you think about it, when you have a book that you enjoy writing, if you're an author, you like it whenever you get a lot of money, sure, but you like to enjoy writing it, and you like people enjoying your books. But when you have people who I wish my boyfriend was a vampire. I wish my girlfriend was an everyday girl and I was a vampire. When you have people like that, it gets a little overboard. And I'm just here today to discuss to you, and further to you, my hatred for this book. I actually tried it. I never finished it because I got right to the middle and it sucked ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to any Twilight fan that I happen to offend. But, when I go around the internet and I see YouTube channels, I see MySpace pages, I see Facebook pages plastered with I love Edward Cullen all over it, and Bella's the coolest girl ever because she gets a vampire boyfriend and I don't. Well, here's the thing, whenever you do that, you start to ruin it for this general populace that happens to enjoy exactly what you're ruining. And it's just a cliche story. Vampires are very cliche. Werewolves are very cliche, or shapeshifters, if you will. And it's just, it's not very creative in the sense of girl, average, falls in love with vampire. That shit happens all the time. And then there's a division between werewolves and vampires. I understand that people look for a good story and quality story, but it lies somewhere else. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't like it personally. The movie, apparently, with all the reviews I've been seeing, sucks gradually. And it's been a severe disappointment and something that's been overhyped since the movie's, debut, that it was, scheduled for release. And everyone started raiding bookshelves, and they're like, this book looks so amazing. But when they finish the book, they're like, okay, I read this for the movie. And when they see the movie, everything's crushed. But when that happens, you lead to something that we call social Darwinism. And then you have everyone who was into it completely crumble because they were in it for the wrong reasons, and people getting into things for the wrong reasons. I've seen the news articles. I've seen news videos of people freaking out over this. I live in Texas, and there's a Galleria Mall close by. And the actor who plays Edward Cullen came to the Galleria Mall, and people stood outside since 2 a.m. just to give this guy a handshake. The news did a story of it, and they saw a girl, and she was giving an interview, and she started pouring out tears saying that she loved him and was going to propose her marriage or whatever. And beyond me, that's a little psychopathic. So, I appreciate it as a book, and I don't appreciate when people start to transcend and ruin something that could have seen the light of day for most. So I'm just here to express that I don't like Twilight. I, however, will have an alternate to see if Stephenie Meyer is a good author. I'm going to start reading The Host. So if you have any negative comments towards me, go ahead and give them to me. Just let me know. And I will hopefully post more of these soon.